I feel pretty. So pretty. I feel pretty and witty. And hello, everyone. This is Ruben calling from you again. A connection. You know, sometimes I don't hear myself speak. But I'm connecting to you again for the second time in the land of Israel. I'm making a commute now from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv. I don't know much you can see about me. Basically, this is what, watch the cars. What we're seeing here, the mountains, the valleys, pretty much a lot of turns and bends. We don't have anybody in the car with us today. Just to show you, there's nobody in this seat. Emily is waiting for me in Tel Aviv. This has been an exciting trip. The food here is always terrific. I mean, you know, it's just, they have good food here, and everybody who comes enjoys it. It's like they all say in the Old Testament, it's a land filled with milk and honey. And I'm not really a fan of honey per se, but it's definitely delicious, regardless of what it is that you enjoy. For my wife, she's a vegetarian, and this is a country that really caters to vegetarians. A lot of great food. As a matter of fact, I was in the supermarket 2 days ago, and the amount of items that they had available for vegetarians, just alone in mock meat, was like, I would say 3 times what they have in the States and better as far as quality and taste is. We purchased their hot dogs before. I mean, I'm not one for vegetarian hot dogs, but I had to taste it because, you know, I do the cooking, and that's good food. It really is good food. How they make it, I don't know. I don't know if I would necessarily call it healthy, but it's good. It really is good. And that's probably one of the famous slogans in Israel that you see a lot is Zetov, or Kitov, which is a company, I think, which became Get Zetov. There's another one, Kol Tuv. Translation for all is good. And it is. It's all good. It really is. I mean, if you're a falafel eater, I mean, I would say this is the best place to have a falafel. When we were in the States, I mean, you know, you have places that have real good stuff, but not as good as I found that you have in Israel. Maybe it's the tahini sauce, or I call it the tahina, or it's the hummus, or we call it back home hummus, or hummus. If you're big fans of Sabra, I think is probably the best hummus you could find in the States. But in Israel, I think everything just supersedes that. Maybe it's because of the soil here, it's ancient, and because of that, things just grow better or different. I don't know. But I enjoy it. I do. Yesterday we did a little bit of riding. I went to Tzvat to see my sister and her kids. And today, and so we did some driving. One of the things that 2 stops that we made on the way, we went to go see Elijah's tomb. No, we didn't see his tomb. We saw his cave. Elijah doesn't have a tomb. As far as we know, he's still with us, I guess. I don't know. And we saw Maimonides' tomb, his cave. Not his cave. Ruben, please focus. We saw his graveside. Yes. So that's what we did yesterday. We were going to do a lot more, but time is of the essence, and there were so many other things that needed to be done. And to travel from Jerusalem to Tzvat without traffic can take approximately 2.5 hours. So, you know, that's 5 hours of travel without traffic, plus your stops and all that. And it adds up. So you're basically you're traveling for over 7 hours, and I think from the time I left till I came back, I think was a little bit more. You have to excuse me. The air pressure here. We're going up valleys, up mountains, around them, and it's going to my ears. So you get that a lot when you're in California. If you ever ride Route 1 or something, the Intercoastal Highway, you get that a lot too, with the elevations. Anyway, we'll keep in touch. We will. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. An admirer of mine mentioned to me that she saw some videos and pictures, and she began to learn more about me. But I was concerned if she saw me in a bad light or in a good light, she wouldn't say. So I'm not going to say names because that would be wrong. We don't want to do that. She's a good person, and I'm sure whatever she saw she liked, because she's just a likable person. She looks for the good in everything. So God bless her. God bless her. Anyway, tell your friends, and we will see you soon. All right, bye-bye.